Hi, I'm a novice strongman. I'm going to be breaking down my performance at my first ever strongman show. I jumped into it with like 5 weeks out. I'd never trained strongman before. I trained just for size. I trained bodybuilding, and I really enjoyed it. So much so that I'm signed up for two more strongman contests, and I've switched that to my primary mode of training. That's my thing now. That's what I compete in. But I'm very new, and I look around and I don't see a lot of content for people getting into strongman. It's just like a couple of world's strongest men, whereas like bodybuilding, you have people of all experience levels talking about it. So I'm going to be breaking down my performance and maybe making it seem a little more accessible. This is my second crack at this because my first one got deleted because Phil Morris sucks dick. Death by Hossafel Stone. This was my first event. I could have been way faster here, to be honest. I was being really conservative. I had to go second on all of the events because they went by sign up order, like reverse sign up order. Yeah, like that's just I could have been way more aggressive there. I just didn't want to drop it. I saw other people dropping it. I didn't know what I could do. The first one was 200 pounds. The second one was 250. And we can see here, like I'm just way too bent back. My legs are just way too slow there. I'm trying to hold it. I could have been way more aggressive. If I could have practiced with an actual implement, it would have been better. But I came in, yeah, 19 seconds. There's a world where I came third here, where I moved it up. But it is what it is. If I could do the event again with just the experience of having done it, I think I probably would have been in like the 16-second range, maybe faster potentially. But it is what it is. First event down. Learned a lot at every step. Next up was the log. I did order a log when I first signed up for it. I always thought strongman was really cool, so I wanted to give it a real attempt. My best in training was 175 for one. Pressing's always been my weakest area. Like my bench, I mean, granted, I don't really train bench that much, but even when I was training bench, my best ever was like 275. So like pressing, not my thing. I was just hoping for one rep here, and that felt way too easy. I hit the moment in the triceps, but like I wasn't. That felt too easy. Like I was almost confused, and then that one I hit the same sticking point, but it still went up. So I was super confident. I should have stopped and taken a break here. Yep, no go. I went for it, hit the sticking point, couldn't get through this time, and then it's just struggling. Yeah. I got 2 reps. I came last. I doubled my optimistic projection. I was hoping for 1 rep. I got 2, but looking at it, if I'd stopped after the second rep and taken 30 seconds to breathe, I probably could have got 3. And yeah, that's just experience coming at it. Everyone else had been training strongman for a while. Credit to them. They deserve to beat me, but like I even it there, like if I could have just done it again the next day, I would have done better. Next up was the sandbag, 200-pound sandbag to shoulder. I'm pretty proud of this one. Everyone else had been training sandbags for a while, had strongman experience. I did end up getting a sandbag to practice with, but I learned from the log here. I was a lot more methodical. I took my time. I was hoping for 4 going in. Other people were talking, they were aiming for like 5 to 7. They tell me halfway there, and I'm like, okay, I can breathe. My goal was 4, 30 seconds left. Let's be methodical. Starts getting harder though. So you can see the arm has to come in. It's more of a grind. Still get it though. Now I remember you can hear the yelling. Like I wanted to give myself as much time because I'm like, there's no way I get 2. So I'm taking my breath to make sure I can get 1. I get it up like right at the buzzer. I'm pretty happy with that one. 5 weeks of strongman training and I managed to tie on that event. I'm pretty happy. Next one was the yoke. I'd never done a yoke before, and when they took the measurements, I didn't realize how high up or low it was supposed to be, and I ended up having it be way too high for me. Like I'm too short for this yoke height, and you'll see it bounce around. This at the time was the most amount of weight I'd ever lifted on anything but like a leg press. See my shirt riding up, see it turning sideways. I go backwards for a second. We were allowed 1 drop as a novice, but the open guys weren't allowed to drop it, and I did not drop this. One of the hardest things I ever did. Afterwards, I was like checking my leg. I thought something was wrong because it was like I thought it was just all gonna be black, to be honest. It hurt. Like the bone hurt, the connective tissue hurt, everything fucking hurt. As you can see, 20 and a half seconds there. There is a world where if it was the right height, maybe I could have come third. There's no chance I was catching Nick or Andrew. Like these guys beat me by worlds. I do think the guy who came third dropped it once, so like there's definitely a world where I beat that potentially with experience. Like if I could have just had a re-go of the show, I would have done a lot better. But it was a learning experience, and like that's not to take away from the other people who did it. Everyone was super supportive. Everybody was super nice. They deserved to win. They had the experience. They prepared better. The last up was the deadlift. When I signed up, I wanted to make sure I could do at least one of the events. My PR for the deadlift when I signed up 5 weeks out was 450 pounds. Every single deadlift here, 450 pounds. Silver dollar deadlifts are bullshit. I didn't realize how easy that was going to be. I was startled for a second. There was a moment in my brain where I'm like, what the fuck was that? Farmers hold deadlift and then axle for reps here. I take the time to strap in. I train with fat grips a little bit, but to be honest, people say there's carryover. There's not. That's bullshit. I did like 465 fat grip with straps. I was hoping for 4 reps total, so 2 reps on here. That was like my crazy dream optimism. I had pulled 500 on Christmas Eve. I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think I got one warning for jumping the down command a little bit. Or like, yeah, but first time really hitching was in contest. I almost passed out afterwards. I didn't, but I stumbled. That one, I'm really proud of that last event. I won it. I won it by a lot. As you can see, like with the other events, don't get me wrong. I'm either last or tied for first. I'm tied for first on the sandbag. I win the deadlift. Last. I think there's a world second to last, maybe. Second to last, maybe. Second to last, maybe. If I could have done it again, but I wasn't consistent. But I did win that deadlift, and I'm really proud of that deadlift because, like, so you can see here, the distance between first and second is pretty close. First is tied. Sandbag tie here. The difference is like a second. No one came close to me. Like I had 3 reps over second place, so I'm really proud of that deadlift performance. Overall, it was super fun. I signed up for other shows. I'm prepping for one right now. I'm about 4 weeks out. It happens April 20th. I'll probably make a video about that too. So if you guys enjoyed, let me know and have a good day.